yeah, gardening here in Florida. It's kind of creepy when you feel somebody staring at you while you're looking at your plants. Yeah, this is very creepy, and I need to start walking very slowly out of the way because that thing is gonna jump on me, I feel like. Oh my god, look at that. That is so creepy. And this is why, my friends, I am gonna change my whole setup of gardening in the ground to actually gardening in raised beds. So yes, I will start gardening in raised beds because this is the second time I see this snake going up on my hydrangeas or other trees, and I don't want to see that. Yeah, so the fence is there for my dogs not to go in my plants, but yeah, that's totally gonna change because I cannot keep these weeds because it's gonna attract a lot of snakes. So yes, we're gonna go to raised beds early this fall to next spring, and just keep the plants that I really love and can live without, and actually just cut myself from a lot of high maintenance here in the garden because of my job. But yeah, we're gonna go to a low maintenance here pretty soon. Okay, so here we are in the backyard, and I started some painting and pondering and seeing how this is gonna play out. So I'm gonna start moving my ground garden beds into raised beds just because notice that the ground here does not have sufficient nutrients. Some plants are not doing so well on the ground, and the weeds are just taking over the ground. So easy maintenance for me will be to have them up in the raised beds and delete some plants that do not bring me joy and just keep the ones that make me happy. So as you can tell, this is a long bed and a short bed. So that one over here, sorry paint, it's gonna be a 12 by 4, 8 by 4, and a trellis is gonna have a 5 feet width of walking in there, and 12 by 4 and 8 by 4. And then we're gonna have space by the fence to mow the grass, and then the grass from the neighbors actually coming through, so that's kind of hard to to keep clean. You see that right there? I keep taking that weed out, that grass, and it just keeps coming back. So I'm just tired of dealing with the grass that comes from the neighbors' fences. And then look at all these weeds here. Just crazy. So I'm gonna delete some plants that do not bring me joy. And then over here, I started moving some stuff from here. I moved my rose from here, and I'll show you where I put it right now. So I'm slowly moving some stuff. Today's a beautiful day. It's nice and breezy. First day of September. It's beautiful out here to start planning and dreaming for your next garden, right? As gardeners, we are always moving and pondering and making new plans every day for the garden. So yeah, if you're a gardener, you know we're always moving stuff around. Nothing stays in place. So yes, I can't wait to get rid of this bed. I wanted it to have a long border here with tall trees and privacy, but that's not gonna happen. Especially about that the snake clip. Yeah, that is like my last straw, right? All right, so we're gonna move a lot of stuff here. So this is, oops. So right here I'm standing with the trellises, and I'm gonna have beds here where I could sit here. We were actually sitting here and enjoying the view. So yeah, I think it's gonna be much better. Like I said, I wanted to have a border full of trees and shrubs, but I don't want to have too many trees and shrubs going over the neighbor's fence. So we don't live in a big lot, so I want to make sure I'm mindful about the neighbors. But yep, what I've noticed too is that I want to come out here and look at flowers. Enjoy my flowers. Hold on, there's a bug. Okay, enjoy the flowers and sit in from a patio. See my puppers right there? Sit on my patio and enjoy the flowers from there to here, instead of going around the bananas. You see, going around the bananas and checking out the flowers. I'm just gonna move everything to here. And then obviously that's gonna stay over there, which is the yucca, the crepe myrtle, the lime tree. Those are gonna stay there. I'm gonna make that area a little better with small shrubs, and then put on my small perennials on the garden beds. So the small shrubs are gonna stay in that corner with small little trees in that corner, and then this corner small trees and small shrubs, and then all the perennials here, and some annuals of course, because we want that flowers, you know, to enjoy and during summer. And then on the other side, by where I have the let me show you. So this side, I'm planning to get maybe like 2 10x4 beds and just put a bunch of sunflowers, zinnias, easy to grow seeds, and put them in that side of the beds right here. So I'm gonna remove the little fence that I have here from my puppers and just put a bunch of little seeds there, so it could be annuals and cut flower garden, and cut and then bring inside and enjoy. So yeah guys, this is the plan for now. I'm out here pondering and wondering what to get and stuff to make it a better gardening year for me next year. So, and then this patio is gonna get done in spring. I'm not rushing. I'm rushing more about the plants because it looks very ugly, and to get rid of the weeds. But yeah, we're gonna work this fall on this garden beds, and then spring is gonna be the patio. But at least it's easier to walk on, and no weeds and grass. So this is where I put the rose tree, and I put a bunch of blue mamines as a ground cover, and then some marigolds. And this is the tree. It's actually are those seeds? So yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited. I moved the tree because I love this tree so much, and it was just not getting any light and any nothing. So I just had to move it. Oh my god, a spider already made home in there. I don't know if you can see it right there. See a spider? I already made a home. I just did this morning, and there's already a spider here. And look at the fig tree. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. And this is my other raised bed. I have some black eyed Susans here that are doing so good. Some Decandra Falls, Silver Falls, some Creeping Jennies, and some peppers. Look, bunch of peppers for our salsa. And this is a hanging basket that we had to remove from the hanging shipper's hook. But yeah, this is exciting. I can't wait to show you guys when we start taking action on this plan. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and can't wait to start working on this and making this garden a better place to enjoy.